Hey, Princess, is Hathaway here yet?
Yeah, he is. Can I talk to you about something?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Well, Hathaway's gonna have his hands full today.
Look, if you don't think you're gonna get it, if you don't think he's gonna say it, don't do it. I know these AMTA reps. You could get in a lot of trouble for this.
Are you suggesting I back away from a material witness?
If you don't think you're gonna get a 10, yeah.
Please state your name and your current occupation.
Captain Hayden Hathaway, SMS Man of the People, founder and CEO of Neptune.
Captain Hathaway, when you learned of Lee Allen's death, you held a meeting with the dive master, isn't that true?
Yes.
Reggie Rogers?
Yes.
And Lee Allen is now dead, isn't that right?
Objection, Your Honor, cumulative. We know Lee Allen is dead. What is Counselor implying?
Just that Lee Allen is no longer alive, Your Honor.
Captain Hathaway doesn't need to confirm that, Your Honor.
Now, Captain Hathaway can confirm whether or not Lee Allen used 60 minutes worth of air in less than half an hour.
The witness is aware, the judge is aware, and now the jury is aware. We thank you. Move on, Mr. Covert.
You gave Lee Allen an order on July 7th, isn't that true?
I ordered Miss Allen not to dive without her normal dive buddy.
You also told her not to pair with Reggie Rogers.
Yes.
Why?
I felt that her life might be in danger.
Grave danger?
Is there another kind?
Rogers wasn't the only option for dive buddy, isn't that true?
Yes, she was.
Captain Hathaway, you're wearing a suit to court today?
As are you, Counselor.
You were wearing a suit on the ship?
Objection.
Your Honor, we've only received a poorly written affidavit from the witness. We're asking the court for a little latitude in this examination.
Very little latitude.
I was wearing a wetsuit.
You had a scuba tank, mask, fins.
Objection, Your Honor. Is Captain Hathaway's fins a matter of liability?
You better get somewhere fast with this, Mr. Covert.
I had all of my scuba equipment on board.
So let's review.
You were in your wetsuit, you had your mask, you had your fins, you had all of your equipment available on the ship.
Objection. Is there a question coming?
Mr. Covert, state your question.
Why didn't you partner with Lee Allen? Never mind. We'll get back to that. This is a record of the July 7th dive. Do you recognize this?
Yes, it says that there's going to be showers at 2 p.m. and that it's going to be sunny at 10 a.m.
These are the forecasts for July 7th that you saw. You knew there was going to be a storm that day. You knew to check for updates. But how many times did you check? 0. Not once did you check for updates. Now, you could have called the Coast Guard. You could have called another ship. But you didn't call assault. You didn't do a thing. Can you explain that? You didn't want to check for updates, did you?
Objection, Your Honor. Mr. Covert is trying to smear Captain Hathaway, hoping that his impropriety will win him points with the scoring judges. I recommend that he be reprimanded by AMTA and the witness be excused.
Overruled. Your objection is noted.
Captain? I'm sorry, is this funny?
No. It's tragic.
Do you have an answer?
Absolutely. My answer is that I don't have the first damn clue. Maybe the weather did decide to change that morning. Maybe the clouds did roll in faster. I'm an educated man, Mr. Covert, but I can't speak intelligently about the precipitation habits of Mother Nature. What I can tell you is that the weather report I saw said it was going to rain at 2 p.m. Are these really the questions you brought me here to answer? Please tell me you have something more, Mr. Covert. Mrs. Allen lost her life. Please tell me her lawyer hasn't pinned his hopes on weather reports and forecasts. Do you have any other questions for me, Counselor?
Mr. Covert, do you have anything else for this witness?
Thank you, Matthew. I love Washington.
I didn't dismiss you.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not through with my examination. Sit down.
It's Captain. You'll address me as Captain or Sir. Pretty sure I've earned it. I don't know what kind of court you're running here.
The witness will address me as Judge or Your Honor. I'm pretty sure I've earned it.
Now, what are we going to talk about now? The color of the water that day?
Pairing Miss Allen with Reggie Rogers was the only option? There wasn't another option?
Mr. Covert, we have covered this.
This is a copy of Scuba Diving 101. It says that dive masters should never be paired as dive buddies. I'd like to offer it into evidence at this time.
Objection. Hearsay.
The witness wrote it, Your Honor.
I'll allow it.
But the witness.
Mr. Hathaway, a moment ago, you said
Ask
that...
Rogers.
Now, hold on.
I ordered...
We'll get to Mr. Rogers in a second. Now, you ordered Lee Allen not to dive with a dive master. She was clear on what you wanted.
Crystal.
Any chance she ignored the order?
Ignored the order?
Or simply forgot it?
No.
Any chance she just walked out of your office and said, "The old man is wrong"?
Have you ever been scuba diving, son?
No, sir.
Ever put on a tank with just 60 minutes of air in it?
No, sir.
Ever put your life into a dive buddy's hands and ask them to put their life into yours?
No, sir.
We follow orders, son. We follow orders or people die. It's that simple. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, sir.
Am I clear?
Crystal. One last question before I call Rogers. Now, if you ordered that Lee Allen was not supposed to dive without her normal dive buddy, and your orders are always followed, then why was she paired with Rogers? Why would it be necessary to pair her with the dive master?
Sometimes customers
Well, that's not what you said. You said that she wouldn't be allowed to go diving because she'd be in danger. I said grave danger. You said, is there any other kind? Now we can have the court
You don't
read
have
back.
to read back what I said like I'm an idiot. I know what I said.
Why the two orders then?
Because sometimes customers take matters into their own hands.
Not your customers. Your customers obey orders. They obey orders or people die.
You snotty little bastard.
Objection. I request a recess.
We'll wait for an answer.
If you gave an order that Lee Allen wasn't to go scuba diving, why did you pair her with Reggie Rogers? She was paired with Rogers because you ordered her to. You saw the weather report. You knew there was going to be a storm that day. You knew this dive was too deep, and you didn't want to refund their $10,000. Did you order her to pair with Reggie Rogers? Did you order her to pair with Reggie Rogers?
You don't have to answer the question.
I'll answer the question. You want an answer?
I think I'm entitled.
You want an answer?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth! Son, we live in an underwater world where men like me have to enforce the rules. Otherwise, who's gonna do it? You? You, Mr. Roberts? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Lee Allen and curse my company. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Lee Allen's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. Frankie Fernandez's life. You don't want the truth because deep down at depths you don't talk about at parties. You want me on that boat. You need me on that boat. We use words like dive master and dive buddy. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent at sea. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself about a customer whose life was under a blanket of security I provided, and have you question the manner in which I provided it. I would rather you just said thank you for trying and be on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a tank and go down there and look for her yourself. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you're entitled to.
Did you order her to pair with Rogers?
I did my job.
Did you order her to pair with
You're
Rogers?
damn right I did!
Please the court, I suggest we move immediately to an Article 3 summary judgment session. The witness has rights.
Mr. Roberts?
Ross?
Captain Hathaway, you have a right to remain
What
silent.
is this?
Anything you say.
Am I being charged with a crime? And I did my job, I do it again. This is a joke, that's what this is. I'm gonna rip the eyes out of your head and piss into your dead skull! You mess with the wrong seaman! You people, you don't know the first thing about scuba diving. All you did was weaken an industry. You satisfied with that, son?
Don't call me son. I'm not your son. I'm a lawyer for FSU mock trial, and my mother is D.A. Sullivan, and you're under arrest, you son of a bitch.